Hey guys, welcome back to the Hide. We are in the gun room today on the bench with another pistol review. Huge shout out to Palmetto for sending this out to the channel for us to take a look at. But this is one of their new 5.7 Rock pistols. This is going to be in the Ranger Green iteration, which I absolutely love this color. Definitely one of my favorite colors for firearms and accessories. But with all the hype around 5.7 and without the amount of options for the guns themselves, Palmetto, I think, really stepped up their game in introducing one of these to the market, because previously the only thing you could get was, of course, the FN, which they are really expensive. Ruger did come in with one, so kind of helped the price game out a little bit, but I think Palmetto's kind of taking it a little bit further with the addition of the Rock to their firearm line. So I definitely wanted to look at this for you guys because I've not shot 5.7 yet, so this will be my first, and I think this is going to be a really good one to test that cartridge out. So it ships in, like I said, a really sweet, soft case. You do have hook and loop accessory holding here, so you can kind of move these things around inside the case if you so choose. But let's look at our first pouch here, which is, yep, a gun lock. Got to ship with one of those, which later on this could double as, an accessory holder. You could hold your suppressor in here. This model does come threaded barrel, so that's a possibility. Ships from the factory with 2 metal 23 round magazines, which is actually a little bit better, I believe, than the Ruger, because the Ruger only holds 22, I think. So more rounds always equals more fun. But let's take a look at the gun itself here. And as I mentioned, it is threaded. You got suppressor height sights on there. Let's take a look, make sure it is clear, which it is. But just first impressions overall on the hand, it feels like it's made to be held. That's probably the best thing I can say as far as the ergonomics of the grip itself. It feels like it should be in your hand. Texturing is more than adequate. I really like that it's not over rough, but it's it's enough to get a good grip on the gun. You do have thumb pad or finger pad indicators here. I like those, being able to index your finger on those when you're training and stuff. The gun itself feels really, really balanced. Overall length of the barrel is about 5.2 inches, so more than adequate. Let's get this slide back, and if you take a look at the barrel, it's actually fluted. Now this is a delayed blowback striker fired pistol, so I really like how they did that. It's just a nice touch on the barrel. 416 stainless steel slide, both QPQ finished. I really like the finish on the gun. Looks really nice. The coloring on the polymer is complete. There's no like lines or anything like that in the polymer itself, so it's really clean looking pistol. As I mentioned, this is cut for an Armory or a micro red dot. Now this one here is cut for a shield footprint. Now it does have 2 adapter plates that come with it for RMR and the Dr. Cut optics as well, so you got a few little options there. Now this particular model ships from Palmetto with a Holosun HS407K micro red dot. So we'll take a look at that here in just a little bit after we finish taking a look at the pistol. But overall, I'm really impressed. You got forward and rear slide serrations. Those are very positive. Let's feel how this trigger feels. It's a little heavy. I'm not going to lie. It's a little heavy. See about the reset? Right there. Not very audible, but not bad. Let's try it one more time. It's heavy. Yeah, the trigger is heavy. Now, it may feel a little bit better on once we get it out to the range, but I would expect a little bit better trigger possibly, but that could also come into it as you shoot the gun as well. But overall, not too bad, not too bad. But let's take a look at this guy here. So this is what ships with this gun if you decide to buy one of these with the micro red dot accessory that comes with it. So that's pretty cool. If you're going to get one, you might as well get one that's going to work with the gun right off the bat, and it comes in the same box. So there's your instructions, little cleaning cloth, and there is the micro red dot itself. Now this is one of their 6 MOA dots. They say that this can last up to 50,000 hours on setting number 6. So that's pretty cool. It does have 12 brightness settings, but if you're going to leave it on just the 6, you could expect roughly 50,000 hours of battery life. That is absolutely insane. And I believe this does have shake awake also, so that is a really good touch on a micro red dot for a handgun. You ain't got to worry about pushing buttons and all that nonsense to get it to come on if you needed it in a defensive situation. So that's really, really cool. And I believe these HoloSuns here, these are made for concealed carry, so they have a little bit different overall size and stuff like that to kind of help you carry it a little bit easier. But I'm really excited to try this thing out. Let me get that optic mounted. We're going to get some magazines loaded, and I'll meet you guys back at the pistol range. All right, guys, we've made it back out to the hide. We've got our PSA Rock here. I just want to kind of go over the magazines with you all because they are definitely different from any other pistol that you've tried to load before. You basically load these like an AR-15 mag, so that's kind of definitely different. So if you take like just a standard pistol mag, here's a Glock 19 mag, you kind of push down on the follower, push the round to the back position, and then there you go. However, with your 5.7 rounds, they are essentially a little miniaturized rifle cartridge. So you just kind of push them down in the magazine like so. And you just keep doing that until you get your standard capacity of 23 rounds in these magazines. So if you've never seen that before, that is definitely a different take on pistols. So here is one of the 5.7 rounds as compared to just a standard 9mm FMJ. And like I said, it's basically just a mini rifle round. Really, really cool. So I've got this thing loaded up. Let me turn the camera around, and we're going to take some shots here on steel and kind of get some initial impressions and see how it does. Guys, so we got our magazine loaded up here. I'm just using some 40 grain Federal American Eagle. We are at about 40 feet. So let's see what we can do on the steel, guys. Wow, that's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. So like I said, I'm at about 40 feet, just hitting the steel here on the pistol range. That was basically as fast as you wanted to present the pistol with that red dot, that HoloSun, and basically just pull the trigger. So I like it. Let's try that again. Man, that shoots really good. Wow. I tell you what, I definitely want to do some more shooting with this. Now, everybody says that the 5.7 round is a very accurate round. So I want to take it. I'm going to actually put this on the bench. So we're going to go over to the bench. We're going to set this on a rest and shoot a couple of 5-shot groups and see what this thing will do on paper. All right, guys, we've moved over to the bench. I have to say this is a first at the hide. I don't ever recall shooting a pistol for groups on the channel. But I figured with the addition of the HoloSun, the micro red dot, and supposedly a highly accurate round, which on the pistol range, it was definitely accurate, shot like a laser beam. So I figured, why not? Let's put it on paper and see what it does. So we're going to shoot 3 5-shot groups of just this 40 grain American Eagle and just see what it does. There's the first one, and this is at 25 yards, so I can't really see where it's hitting or if we're grouping, but we'll take a look at the target once we get done, guys. right, last one here. All right, so that was our last one. And I will say, you know, the shootability of this pistol is absolutely phenomenal. The magazine does drop free when empty, so that's a good touch. But let me go down and I'm going to grab this target. We'll see how we did and get some final thoughts, fellas. All right, guys, so I ran down and grabbed our target. Let's take a look and see what we got. And guys, I have to say I'm a little bit speechless. Really did not expect this performance, but this was at 25 yards off just a front rest. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have put bolt action 22 rifles out here on the bench and shot them at 25 yards and they not performed this well. This was out of a handgun. The 6 MOA dot of the Hollow Sun, I technically couldn't even see pretty much the entire center section of this target. So I'm absolutely speechless. I don't even really know what to say other than this is absolutely amazing. Guys, for a handgun in this price point with all of the features, I think it is a total win. I wish I had the channel funds to keep this, but sadly that's not the case. As far as the ammunition goes, you're going to be looking at about $40 to probably $50 a box depending on the load that you get. Honestly, that is probably the biggest downside to a pistol like this, is just the ammo cost. I mean, normal guys like myself, we can't go and just spin to train, so you kind of got to budget yourself and what it is you're getting each month. So that's something to definitely take into consideration with a pistol like this. However, the performance could potentially outweigh the cost. That's just something you'd have to take a look at for yourself. But overall, I've put about 150 rounds through this. Absolutely 100% flawless, has not missed a beat at all. And what more can you really ask for? I wish that I would have been able to shoot 1,000 rounds through it, but sadly that's just not the case for my channel. But nonetheless, super impressed with it. Just to kind of go over some of the likes and something that I don't like as far as the pistol goes, the fit, finish, and the feel is absolutely spot on. I love it. The ergonomics are absolutely perfect. You got your pick rail up front, really nice wide trigger guard, so you could use this with gloves, no problem. You do have the ambi mag release, slide release up here on the top. And like I said, this one comes from the factory with the Hollow Sun 407. Perfect addition to this pistol. Mounting was completely simple. They sent the proper screws and everything in the case, so it was just something as simple as taking it out of the box and bolting it to the pistol. Absolutely worked great. Now, the one thing that I didn't really like about the pistol is I think the trigger could be better. It is very stiff as far as the pull goes. The reset is not bad. It's very short and audible when you're shooting, but the overall pull, it kind of is what it is. But for the price point, guys, this is a total win. If you're in the market for a 5.7 pistol, cruise on over to our Facebook page. I'm going to post a link to this on Palmetto's website. We no longer can do that here on YouTube, but if you cruise on over to our YouTube page or a Facebook page, you can check out that link there and check out all the offerings that they have over at Palmetto State Armory. So please like, share, and subscribe to this video or channel, guys. I really appreciate it. I can't do this without your all support. And as always, shoot straight. Later.